Welcome to yoga. And so we are going to start. So today, holiday season, busyness, all that. So we're going to do some, as I said in the email, just releasing tension and getting some practices that we can use off the mat during holiday season to just kind of hopefully make it a less stressful time. So you can start seated or lying down. We're gonna, after the centering part, we're gonna come to seat, but whatever you want. If you wanna lie down or you wanna sit up, just be comfortable. And my new favorite thing is to take 3 deep breaths and inhale and then sigh it out through your mouth. So do that 3 times. Nice deep inhale through the nose and then so that's our first stress reliever. I love that one. So now close your eyes and we're going to take a few moments to bring our awareness inside and hopefully keep it there during practice. So one way to help that is by closing your eyes. So just start with your face. We're going to do a lot of focus on face, neck, jaw, neck today. So right now, just start there and just relax your whole scalp. Just imagine your scalp just kind of melting, your eyes sinking back into their sockets, cheeks heavy, your lips maybe a little apart, your teeth apart, so your jaw is loose. And then relax your shoulders down. And just continue to, in your own pace, scan your body moving down, one part at a time, just noticing any sensations and relaxing as you go. So just perhaps on the exhale, just releasing your shoulders and any part as you go down. Just do that for about a minute. Just checking in every once in a while with your face, jaw, making sure you don't start gathering tension there. And as you're doing this, notice without judgment any places that need some compassion and extra attention during practice so that you don't injure. Now just bring your attention to your breath, and we're going to do pranayama 3-part breath. So it can help if you'd like to put your one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. That kind of can give you a felt sense of how your body moves with the breath. So first make sure your belly is just loose, tight, not engaged. And just begin to take deep, even, slow breaths. And notice as the breath begins, your belly rises a little bit. Don't make it happen, just notice that it does. And as you continue your inhale, see how the body moves. Your ribs expand all the way up to your collarbones, and on the exhale, everything goes back to center. So no tension, make sure your face is relaxed. just continue for about a minute. Slow, deep, even belly breaths. So you're gently, not over-efforting, filling your lungs. And follow the breath. Keep your focus on the breath and how the body is moving with the breath. All through the inhale, all through the exhale. Couple more breaths, just like this. And then just let go of that conscious belly breathing but maintain, come back to a breath that's slow, deep, even, that you can maintain during practice. And we're going to begin practice seated. So you can sit on your mat, cross-legged, with your hip up on a blanket, a block. You can sit on a chair. So whatever is comfortable. And the first thing we're going to do is called palming. Has anybody ever done that before? No. Okay, so this is relaxing. It's kind of like putting an eye bag on your eyes. So take your palms and just rub your palms together vigorously, generating some heat. I'm going to take my glasses off for this. Okay, and then you just put your palms over your eyeballs, keep your eyes closed, and just breathe here. So you're looking at the back of your eyelids. You might be able to feel some warmth. Just keep breathing so you're closing off the light. It's dark. Let's do it one more time. So rub your palms together. And then cover. So your hands are just gently over your fingertips on your forehead and your palms over the eyes. Okay, then take your hands down and bring your hands to your knees. So you do need to have your knees bent. So, okay. We're just going to do some seated cat-cows. So take an inhale straight up, and then exhale, push your hands against your knees, round your back, chin to chest. And then inhale, scoop forward, spinal extension, cow pose. So not strenuously, moving really slowly with your breath. Flexing and extending your spine. So I'm going to emphasize today that moving slowly and mindfully, because that helps you when you're stressed and rushing around. It's when mistakes happen. You'd forget to put an ingredient in the baking or something like that. So moving slowly and mindfully helps combat stress. Coordinating your movement to your breath. And now come back to center. We're going to do some rotating. So take your right ribs out to the side, and then back into the cat, and then out to the left, and then forward into cow. So just circling around your hips, slowly. Inhaling on one half of the movement. I like to inhale during cow part and exhale during the cat half. And you can bring more into it by bending your elbows. So just let this be an organic movement, whatever feels good to your body today. And then pause and move the other direction. Slow, deep, even breaths. Check in with your face. I'm going to say that a lot today. Release if you're building tension there. And then gradually bring your circles to a stop and come up straight. And then stretch out our side body. So take your right hand to the mat. Inhale, left arm up. Bring that arm over your ear and side bend to the right. Fingers are spread, reaching out. And then inhale, back up. Other side. So just back and forth again, moving really slowly. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, side bend. Reach out through the fingertips that are over your head and also root down through the hip on that same side. Get a little more of a stretch there. Keep moving with the breath. Okay, and then the next time you come to center, let your hands come down. And we're going to do lion breath. Now this is kind of a fun thing, so you've got to get into it and be dramatic. So hands on your knees, and like lion's claws, holding on. And I'll demonstrate once. So you know, lean forward, take a big inhale, and then roar. So your tongue comes out, your eyes bug out or whatever. So this is a really nice release of tension, emotional tension, and that's why you ham it up. And then also stretches the muscles in the face, and it's a good release of muscular tension. Okay, so we'll do that a few times. So inhale, up, lean forward, inhale up, and then and 2 more times. Okay, laughing lion. That's a new name for that. Okay, so, and that also is supposed to decrease your self-consciousness, just, you know, acting out, not worrying about what you look like. I'm the only one that's being filmed here, so. Okay, now we're going to come around to all fours. So if you like a blanket under your knees for that, get that. And set up so that your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Press into the fingers like make your hands like a little suction cup, so the palms might come up a little bit. And we're going to build, well, we're going to start with some cat-cows and then kind of add on. So let's do an inhale, tilt forward, chest between your arms. Then exhale, tuck your pelvis, round your back into cat. So we did this in seated, so just going to do it a few times in a different foundation. Important thing is to make sure your face, jaw are relaxed. Your breathing is slow and deep and even, and your breath initiates movement. So Try to stay with the inhale all the way through and the exhale all the way through, matching it or visualizing perhaps the movement of your spine as it flexes and extends. And now the next time you come to an exhale, let your hips come back over your heels in child's pose. So you can have your head supported on a block or your hands, or you can have a blanket under your hips. So find a place. We're going to sink into this for a minute here. Arms can be in front or down by your sides. So child's pose, number one, is a pose you can always return to in practice if you need a rest time. That's, really give yourself permission for that. It's also something that is calming. Forward bends are calming because most of our sense organs are on the front of our body, and especially the face, the head. So this kind of seals those off and helps you to, cut off external chaos and just come into the calm that's inside all the time. We just have to learn how to access it. So just sink down here for a couple more breaths. Child pose is restorative as well. And then come back up to all fours. And we're going to add on to that basic cat-cow. And let me just demonstrate something. So Earth Salutation is a vinyasa where the inhale is cow, exhale is child's pose, then inhale up again, and then the next exhale can be either one of any of these things. It can be child's pose again. It can be puppy, where you walk your hands out and your hips don't come all the way back. That's puppy. Or you can come all the way up into downward facing dog. So those are options. So you pick the one that's right for you today. So we'll do a few rounds of Earth Salutation. Starting in neutral, inhale. Exhale, tuck and round back into child's pose. Inhale back to neutral, cow, into extension, cow. And then exhale into one of those three, child, puppy, or downward facing dog. And then we just keep going like that. So inhale, this back to center. Exhale, round into child's pose. And scoop up so you're in a little bit of a cow. And then exhale of your choice. Okay, so continue moving with your breath. It's a 2-breath vinyasa. So inhale, child's pose, inhale, child, puppy, or downward facing dog. So relax your face, check in, move with your breath. Slow, deep, even. This is kind of a moving meditation, so find what feels really good. Your body will tell you, ooh, that feels really good, or oops, not so much. And after you finish this round, so when you come back to neutral, this time come to an exhale and come back into child's pose again. Now this time you might want to try wide-legged, so if it feels better for you to have your knees out to the side of the mat, okay, so you're making like a little triangle there with your legs, and coming back that way, just you can try that one and see how that feels. So we're going to just rest for a few breaths in some form of child's pose, supported in any way that is right for you. And just see how quickly you can just sink down, release everything into the mat, just totally supported. If you're in if your legs are together, your chest is constricted, so breathe into your back body so the ribs expand out to the back ribs expand. Okay, then come back up to all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Look up between your hands, bend your knees, and walk your feet up to between your hands, coming into a standing forward bend. So your chest can rest on your knees totally supported, or you can straighten your legs a little, whatever is the right forward bend for you. So as I said before, forward bends are calming, and also more blood is going into your head, your brain, which is nice. You can take a hold of opposite elbows here. Bring your belly in. Make sure your belly is pulled back toward your navel, toward your spine. Helps protect the low back. Shake your head yes and no. Make sure you don't have a tight cervical spine. Take a couple more breaths here. And then bring your hands to your shins. Come into a half lift. Lengthen out through the crown of your head, through your tailbone. Fold forward one more time. And then inhale, press into your feet and bring your arms up, overhead, and down to your heart space. And then to your sides, and we'll build a mountain pose. So press into the four corners of your feet, lift and spread your toes, and take a little tiny tuck of your tailbone. Bring your shoulders up and back and down, nice open chest. Palms face forward, fingers spread. Lift up through the crown of your head. Close your eyes if you have the balance and that feels okay. And then relax your face, your jaw, your neck. Shoulders come down from the ears. Let go of any extra effort. Just find that stability and ease. And now bring a little smile to your face. Not a grin, just a gentle smile. And with practice and repetition, you'll be able to feel the smile. It's a feeling. It's hard to describe, but when you make the smile on your face, you feel something inside that's uplifting. Just a couple more breaths here in mountain. Slow, deep, even breaths. Relax your face. Smile. And then on an inhale, open your eyes, bring your arms up, and then taste your palms out and bring them down and around. Sun breath. Two more. Inhale up. You can gaze up at your hands if that's okay with your neck. And down. One more. Okay, and then we're just going to do a couple of half sun salutations like this. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive forward. Inhale up into chair pose. Exhale all the way up and back around. Okay, so just a couple more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, keep your hips back, chair pose. Exhale up. And one more. Move with your breath. Flow. Flow slow. Slow flow. Nice. Okay, now we're going to do some neck stretches. So take your fingers, clasp them behind your head, the lower part of your head, and take an inhale. You're going to press gently on the back of your head so your chin comes toward your chest, just gently. And then inhale, and to a count of 5, press your head into your hands so they're pressing against each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just release, not totally, but just stop the pressure. You're going to do it 2 more times. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the pressure. 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so a lot of times we carry tension in our neck, and that stretches out the back of the neck. That's the back. Now the side one is you take your right ear to your right shoulder, right hand up and over onto the side of the head. And again, we're going to press the head into the hand and the hand into the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Make sure your left shoulder isn't hiking up. So let that shoulder drop down from the air. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release a little bit. And last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And take your hand away, let your head come up. You want to roll out or move around a little bit, and we'll do the other side. So this time left ear to left shoulder, left hand, the side of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit of a release. Let the right shoulder drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last time, press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so obviously that stretches the outside, but it also relaxes the inside. And the last one is right for the side of the front of your face. That was the side. Yeah, the front. You're going to press your right hand against your right cheek. And same thing, just press. Ready? Press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you're pressing both ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is more the front part of the neck. All right, other side. Left palm to left cheek. Press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Last time. Press. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. All right, then this is kind of a funny one. So we're gonna fill our cheeks with air. So just inhale and, well, I'll tell you first. You're gonna fill your cheeks with air. And move the cheeks from side to side. Move the air from side to side. Okay, let's try that again. So we're gonna do that. And so you fill your cheeks, move it from side to side. Okay, and then let go of that air. And this time we're gonna move the air around in a circle, both ways. First one way, then the other. Let's do that one more each time. So first we'll do the side to side cheeks. Air. And then round and round. It's hard. Okay, that's good. Obviously, to stretch the muscles of your face. What is said in the book that I found this is that it helps with wrinkles and stuff. I know. Okay, so now I've lost my glasses. All right, so those are the face and the neck things, and then we're going to do a balance pose. So this involves the face and your gaze, okay? So this is like the eyes are soft, a soft gaze. That means you're not glaring at something, you're just softly, like the edges are blurred. And that helps to focus your mind and get rid of thoughts. So yeah, chair's good to have. We're gonna do tree pose. So let the weight come into your left foot and come up onto your right toes. Okay, so that's the beginning. Firm up your core, lightly engage your core. Your hands can be down anywhere you want, really. Find your gaze point, something that's not moving. And then turn your knee out, your right knee out. Make sure you keep that left hip pulled in. And you could stay right here, or bring your foot to your lower leg or your upper leg, just not on the knee. So find your place, keep breathing, have a soft gaze, and your body will move a little bit. It's adjusting to this, and that's how you're practicing your balance. And it's really nice to have a little smile while you do this, because it's not, sometimes we're way too serious about balance. So if you come out, just take a minute, a second to breathe and go back in mindfully. And if you can add some branches to your tree or anything you want to do with your arms. Breathe and smile. Relax your face. And then come out and shake everything out, walk it out, and we'll go to the other side. So this time, right foot, weight in the right foot, up on the left toes. And then when you've got your balance there, you don't have to do the same thing on this side, you did it on the other side. And then come out that side, shake it out. And turn to face the long edge of your mat, so it doesn't matter which way. And step your feet wide apart, keep your feet parallel. And press down into both feet and inhale, bring both arms out, up and out to the side. So you want them to be shoulder height. Look at your right hand, look at your left. And then fingers spread, energy in 5 directions. Down through both feet, out through both arms, and up through the crown of your head. So star pose, or some places call this a version of triangle, Trikonasana. Take a couple breaths here, feeling that energy moving out from your core in 5 directions. And then bring your hands to your hip creases or your waist. You might want to have a block in front here. We're going to come into a wide leg forward bend. So lengthen up first, pull your belly in, and then come forward with a flat, straight back. You can bring your hands to the blocks and sometimes, or to the floor, whatever's right. You can sometimes bring your feet out a little wider here. So find what's right for you. And then if you can stay right here, or you can round forward once you've gotten all the hip movement you can. And just let your head hang. So as in not wide-legged, narrow-legged, standing forward bend. The blood's going to come into your head. It's a forward fold, so it's calming. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Your legs are internally rotating a little bit. You can walk your hands out into a wide leg down dog if that feels good. Get some stretch up through your back, your spine. Okay, now come up. If you're down, come up halfway. Lengthen out. Bring your hands to your thighs or your hips. Press into your feet and come up with a strong flat back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then keep your feet wide. Turn your right toes out to the short edge of the mat and your left heel back toward the corner of the mat. Bend your right knee so it comes over your right ankle. Square your shoulders to the long edge of the mat, okay? So your shoulders are parallel to the long edge. Inhale, bring both arms up, warrior two. So press into both feet. Look at your back arm, make sure it's pretty much level with your front. And take your gaze over your middle finger of your right hand. Your spine's coming right up through the center of your pelvis, not leaning forward or back. And take a few breaths here, 2 or 3 breaths. How's your face? Relax your face. Smile if you want to. And then bring your hands back to heart space. Oops, parallel your feet. We'll do the other side. So left toes around toward the short edge. Rotate your right heel back toward the corner of the mat. Find the stride so your ankle is under your knee and you can see your toes. And then inhale, arms up. Check that they're level. Fingers spread and turn to have your gaze, soft gaze over your middle finger. 3 slow, deep, even breaths. And then have your hands come back together and come to the front edge of your mat. We're going to come down onto our backs, I believe, yes. So inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold, nice deep bend in your knees. Bring your hands to the mat. Step back into down dog. Not to stay. Then come to your knees. Take your feet out to the side. Come around to a seat. Swing your legs around. And have a block handy. Come onto your back. And we're going to just do some moving bridge and then we're going to move into supported bridge. So knees bent, feet flat on the mat, hip width apart. Arms can be down to the sides, fingers spread. Inhale, tuck your tailbone and let your hips come up. Don't worry about how high, press into your feet. You can bring your arms back up overhead if you want, or be on your elbows with your palms facing each other. Exhale, come down 1 vertebra at a time, gently down. So 2 more like that, moving bridge, any arms you want. Inhale, lift. Keep a nice long neck, chest rises toward chin. Exhale, slowly roll down. One more. Now take the block and have it on the flat surface and lift your hips up, place the block under the back of your pelvis, not on your spine, but on the back of your pelvis, okay? So, supported bridge. So, this is a restorative pose, and it's a little bit of an inversion because your hips are up. So just take a few breaths here. Guess what? Check in with your face. Relax your face, your jaw. Check in with your breathing. You can do belly breaths here. Slow, deep, even breath. Follow your breath. Feel supported by the mat and just release. Release any effort. So these are poses, child's pose. Some things we've been doing are things you can do at home. It can just take 5 minutes or less to give yourself some restoration, relief. Now, if you'd like to, this is an option. You can stay right here for another minute or so, or you can raise your legs up toward the ceiling. You can also do this against a wall. I didn't realize that the risers were going to be gone, so now we have some wall space. So another time we'll go to the wall. But this pose is called supported shoulder stand. But against a wall, when your hips aren't up on a block, it's legs up the wall. So very relaxing. It's an inversion, so it brings fresh blood to your upper body and brain. Invigorating, but also calming and refreshing. And while you're here, you don't have to just be still. You can rotate ankles. Does everybody have their feet up yet? You can rotate around. You could bring the soles of your feet together in a Baddha Konasana and get some different movement there. So you can play. You can always modify. Try different things. See what your body likes. Take your legs wide. Okay, so I'm looking out and seeing people do different things. That's great. Just a little bit longer here. And now if your feet are up, bring them back down. Both feet on the mat. And just lift your hips up so you can remove the block. And come down. And let's see, we've got some time here. Let's just take a supine twist. So, your choice. You can do windshield wipe and pause on each side, or you can have one leg straight and bring the other knee over. So any kind of a twist on your back. Start in movement if it looks like everyone's doing windshield wipes. So you can do a few windshield wipes in movement and then pause on one side for a minute or so. I'll keep track. And then do it on the other side. Now when you're twisting is a nice release of tension too. So as you inhale, send the breath to the area of sensation, and as you exhale, see where you can release something. Check in with your face, make sure your jaw is relaxed, neck's relaxed, and then see. But try to stay with your breath, so feel the breath in your body. And let the exhale be a release signal. And soften. This slow, deep, even breath is a signal to your muscles so that they can let go. They're not going to fall and get hurt. And then you can switch sides if you haven't already. You don't have to do what I say either. You can do it anytime you want. Just options. If you find that your thoughts are coming, as they are apt to do, just let the thoughts go. Come back to your breath and your sensations in your body. And then take any last movement, a happy baby, any kind of a stretch or anything that your body wants before we settle into Shavasana. And I'm gonna suggest, you can be thinking about this, legs up the wall, which you can do because we do have walls, or your legs on a chair, or just on your back. So you choose, and I will bring around, we do have eye bags, but it's not super warm in here, so yeah, put on any clothing so you can be warm. And anybody want an eye bag? Okay. There you go. Okay, and I can help. Do you want to be covered or anything, Mary? No. Oh, all right. And so Shavasana obviously it's a time to integrate everything during practice, but it's also an opportunity to surrender to the moment and just the way things are and how your body is right now. And during Shavasana, we've had our awareness inside during practice, try to stay there. But Shavasana is, your awareness is everywhere. So you're aware of sensations in your body, but also aware of your place in this group and in this outer space. And just to allow the awareness that everything is connected, and the air we breathe, others breathe, and we don't have plants in here, but the exchange between the natural world in terms of breathing in oxygen, breathing out carbon dioxide, and the opposite. just our connections with everything. So we'll be here a few minutes, so just, I'll let you know. I'll bring you out when it's time, so you don't have to think about anything. So gently bring your awareness back to the space. Just Put your awareness on your hands. Just focus on your hands, any sensations you feel there. And then your feet. And just begin to move a little bit. Stretching around, anything that feels good, waking up your body. And bring yourself gradually over onto your side. So this is an important way station before we come up. To not alarm your body by moving too quickly and might generate that fight or flight response. So just relax in the calm feeling that hopefully you have or may have. Just noticing your breath, your mind, your emotions. And then use your arms to come up to a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed. We're going to end with just a 1-minute meditation, the most basic meditation on the breath. So as you inhale, you think, I'm inhaling, or the breath, I'm breathing in. And on the exhale, you just quietly say in your mind, I am breathing out, and you follow that. As simple as that, just for a minute. So make sure your face is relaxed. Just I am breathing in, follow the inhale. I am breathing out. Slow, deep, even breath, calm. Just try to stay with it. And then open your eyes, bring your hands out, up, and down to your heart space. Bow lightly toward your fingertips. Bow to your efforts today, your willingness to take 1 hour to get here, to take an hour just for your own body, mind, spirit, wellness. And I am very thankful that you came and allowed me to guide you in practice. The light in me bows to and honors the very same light and teacher in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.